talk about two different, well, like K-pop songs in different languages. So first, we're gonna do English songs, and you want me to start or? Okay. So I originally, when I set this topic to the group chat, I meant English versions of songs, but then we decided to do both English versions of songs and English songs. So first, my English songs that I think are the best K-pop songs that they came out in English. I'm gonna start with Dynamite, because I just think Dynamite, of all the three BTS English songs, it came out at the right time. It's so cute. It's a great music video. And it definitely was a pop culture phenomenon in the sense that it really, it really was a part of, like, mainstream pop culture for a minute. So yeah, I definitely have to pick that one. Then I'm gonna pick On the Ground, because I love that song. I listen to that song, like, every time I get in the car. I love that song, and I play it super loud. And every time Rose goes, "They don't hear me though," the part makes me laugh.
A little Nicki Minaj ad lib.
They don't hear me though, and what goes up must come down. I love that part.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, that album. That 2-song album. Both songs slap. Gone is a masterpiece. It's a great song. Like, goes way harder than it needs to. That's also a great English song. And then I wanted to give it up to Magic by TXT. We love TXT on SOCS. So that song slaps. I love it so much. And we'll be reacting to a song in all English later, so I will save my thoughts on that for that. Then for English versions, I thought about this real hard because I saw it on Twitter. Someone said that, like, they hate all English versions of K-pop songs. And then in the Red Velvet community, people were saying that Bad Boy English version was the only good English version of a K-pop song. And while I do love that one's great. It is on my list. Wendy and Yeri wrote the lyrics, which I think is really cool. I don't think it's the only good one, actually. I think that the English version of I Can't Stop Me is really good. I think that the lyrics work really well. I think that the rap, they got down really well and still kept the risky, wiki, wiki, this is an emergency.
See?
Also, there's a part in the Bad Boy English version that I do have a gripe with, because, like, all the lyrics actually are, like, when you read the translations of the Korean lyrics versus the English lyrics, they're actually, like, I don't know, like, more badass in the English version. But then there's this one part where Wendy goes, "You're gonna know what it feels like to be free and open your mind." And I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with Bad Boy? Unless they're gonna, like, I don't know, do something extra freaky with Bad Boy. Do something they haven't tried before with Bad Boy.
What does that have to do with the song?
I know, what does it have to do with the song? Unless they're gonna, like, you know, use her thumb or something. Like,
Stop that. Stop that.
Bad Boys get extra kinky tonight. I don't know. That's the one part. That's the one part I do have a gripe with. I just think that part, like, was like, who they really couldn't think of something that rhymed, and they just, like, put that in there. Yeah, like, they really, and that part doesn't make any sense. I Can't Stop Me, the English version, does not have any parts like that. And then I also have to give it up to the English version of Nobody by the Wonder Girls.
Yes.
Because that song was
English
like
K-pop song I ever heard because of Olivia.
Yeah, and that was the first K-pop song I ever heard, period. And it clearly worked because it popped off. The Wonder Girls did, you know, opened for the Jonas Brothers and all of that. And a lot of people I see on Stan Twitter were like, oh my god, I had no idea this was a K-pop song until, like, 10 years later. I just knew the English version. So yeah, also the dub of JYP's voice in the music video in the English version is so funny. When he gets stuck in the bathroom. Because, you know, it has to be 1 minute of JYP doing something stupid.
Yep.
Before the video can start. So yeah, those are my picks for English songs.
Tasty.
Shut up. Skylar,
Yes,
I
nigga,
hate.
you would have done that. I
I
love that.
cannot.
Taste of
Skylar said,
love.
"Delicioso." I hate.
Yum, yum, yum.
Nom 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 nom. Delicioso.
I have lipstick on my hand, and I did want to do that.
Stop. Stop. I hate you. Okay. Anyway,
Ayo.
they do this to hurt me. Literally, I would just like to say that on Twitter today, both Olivia and another friend of ours sent me the same tweet about secondhand embarrassment and how bad
I
I
saw
get it.
that.
You
That's
guys
true.
suck. Yes, I get terrible secondhand embarrassment. Okay, watching the show
Really bad.
Awkward, I couldn't finish it. I would literally skip over like full minutes of the show to avoid scenes because internally I was screaming. Like I would literally have to take a breather, like pause the show and be like, I would be so mad. I yell at characters too. I talk a lot during TV shows because I have to yell at them to get my anger out at how embarrassed they've made me.
That's what happens when I
Anyway.
watch K-dramas.
Oh, I love K-drama.
She does it all. She commentates everything.
I do.
Every
When I watch any kind of
that's why I'm good on a podcast. You're welcome.
Exactly. So I was
True.
watching Blue Birthday and I had to pause it so many times and just like be like, listen to the nobody here like in the room, but I just had to be like, listen and like comment on it just to me. So I feel that.
I do that. Literally, Skylar's asked me before. She's like, "Do you do this when you're alone?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, absolutely." When I'm watching a TV show by myself, I definitely talk to the characters and I definitely yell at them and I definitely feel some type of way. Anyways,
talk to myself all the time. That not necessarily the way Sid talks to characters is like they are her friends, and she is
okay, you're
holding
making it
them.
sound weird. You're making it sound weird. I'm not like
She curses them
weirdo.
out.
I do. I cuss them out. That's what I do. It's not that I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I want to go to the mall with Billy Joe. Like, no.
I
It's
feel like
more
you're
like,
scolding.
I'm watching it. I'm like, now, bitch, why would you do that? What was the point?
But yeah.
I can't believe her. I can't believe her. This is a mess. You're a mess. I go like that while I watch shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like call
But-
out how absurd it is every time. I'm like, I cannot with this, and then I can like unpause it and keep watching.
Okay. Back to the originally scheduled SOCS. Okay. So English versions. I wrote them down. That's why I'm looking down. Sorry, guys. So first on my list, I think, is very much because the song is a banger, and Olivia already said it, but Magic by TXT is probably my favorite K-pop English release, maybe ever, maybe. But also at the same time, I can't let go of BTS, but it's fine. I love Magic. Definitely one of like my favorite songs out of K-pop this year. That it happened to be English was actually a surprise to me. We all know this, but yeah, I just think that song is such a bop. I watch that studio tune regularly, if not daily, at least twice a week.
Mm.
But next, I have to have a BTS song on here, and I think out of the 3 English songs they've made, we just had a whole discussion about this before we got on here, but then Olivia started talking about Dynamite, and I got very sentimental. I'm still gonna say that right now, currently, it's Butter. But Dynamite is right there. And Permission to Dance is only, a little farther down the list. But Butter and Dynamite are both really, really strong. I really like them. And like they're so catchy and easy to sing along to. I really like that I know the words to a BTS song and I'm not just making shit up when they're speaking Korean. It's kind of nice. So yeah, I have that one on there. I actually chose more songs that like were in English, I guess, for those 2 because they were made to be in English. But the next one's also one of those, and it's Ain't About You by Wonho, because that song goes off. Now, I didn't really need the feature, but Wonho himself, I love that. I love that song. What else? Okay. This one is an English version, and that's Love Talk by Wavy.
Yes. Oh my God, how did I forget that?
Love hearing them. Yes. I had that on my list from the jump. Love Talk, the English
It's a good
version.
song.
Ooh, they be speaking to me,
great
and they be
song.
saying things, and I be in my head like,
I love the way they talking to me.
Exactly. I can hear you calling, and when you are.
I was just going hard as fuck to that song in the car, and this guy pulled up next to me.
Exactly.
It was at a stoplight, and he totally let that. I was like, I can hear it calling. Like, I was going
No,
off.
you don't know. When I'm in the car, all bets are off. I don't care who's looking. I'm definitely dancing, especially if I'm by myself in the car. I be hitting everything. I be hitting the Millie Rock. I be like, skirt, skirt. I literally put on Permission to Dance one time and was on the highway trying to get home, and I reached 90 miles per hour. And I was like, you need to, chill the fuck out. You need to relax. This is the third time this song came on. You need to relax.
You do this in the car while you're listening, while your hands on the steering wheel, skirt, skirt.
Yes.
No, I don't do that while I'm holding the steering wheel.
Well, when
Wavy,
Love Talk comes on, it's different. Someone might die.
Goes like this.
No, I'm talking about when I'm like at the stop sign. I will really just be jamming. But I will say that my car is one of those that like holds the position even if you take your hands off the wheel. Not that I do. Cops don't come for me. I drive safely. I'm a good driver. Skylar may say otherwise, but she's a liar and she hates me.
That's not even. Let's not get started, Sydney. We all know you were. I've ridden with you, and it was horrible.
Anyway,
time you were never on the right side.
Anyways,
don't be mad. You're a bad driver.
Anyways, I'm a good driver. I was driving a huge car that I'd never driven before, guys, and I was in Atlanta, and I've never really driven on the highway either. And my mom sent me to go drive this hoe home on that big ass highway in Atlanta.
You don't drive me home.
You don't understand how big this car was. It was like a boat. I literally called my mom from the car. I was like, why did you give me this boat? I don't know how to drive it. It's really scary. And I was
me and her relative were in that bitch, like, looking at each other.
I always admit that I'm a bad driver. I'm kind of a scary driver, and I admit to it.
Olivia is not a bad driver. She's
not a bad driver. I will say she can't park to save her life.
I can't park to save my life.
She can't park.
Not even in like the lanes, y'all. Like the set like line lane. She can't do it. It's not happening.
She just pulls in. I
Guys,
can't even get the car.
Track. You keep distracting me.
Okay, go ahead.
But this is a fun episode. I'm having a lot of fun.
It's true though, but when Love Talk comes on, like
Love Talk comes on in a car,
someone might die on the road because I'm jumping.
It's
It's over.
over. Jopping. She said she's jopping.
I'm jopping
in the car.
That's right. I'm jumping and bopping in the car. My car is jumping and popping in the car.
Because when we jumping and hopping, what is it?
We jopping. Get it, losers. We're going jopping. I need to get that shirt. Apparently a black man.
What the heck? I missed the context of whatever you were saying.
A black man road jopping.
Job. It's iconic line.
Well, it'd be like that.
I could not. When I found that out, I could not believe. I was like, take that fact back. I take it back.
Yeah,
I didn't need to know.
I don't want that. But we love everyone in Super M. That song's just not for me.
This is not. It's a meme. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's iconic.
Exactly.
What were you saying?
Okay, next. Even though Skylar said she doesn't think this is one of her best, I don't think it's one of her best, but I just love the song. I love Dream of You by Changha. That song is so cute and so fun, and I do put that on when I'm like, in my house, just dancing around, as you do. Y'all all do that. Everyone does that.
Of course.
And then last is one that you guys don't know. It's actually a soloist. I really like the English version of Monster by Henry. I used to be really obsessed with it when we were in college, so I'm sure you probably remember it because I used to play it in my sleep playlist every single night.
Soloist count? We can do soloist? I'm going to shout out the English version of Submarine by Hoodie. I will never stop shouting out "Submarine" by Hoodie. That song
What
is
do you
magic.
mean we can do soloists? You literally said Rose.
Okay, yeah, but she's in a she's like K-pop and like.
But it was a solo song. Don't do
No,
this. Don't get
but
all specific.
I know, but like Hoodie is more like KRB. So like, you know what I mean? So it's a little.
Henry is kind of K-pop. He is K-pop. It's just that he's not very well known. But yeah, I really like that song. It's super sweet. I don't want to be a monster. It's so cute. But those are it for my English ones.
Tyler.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, as usual. I don't have like crazy insight or knowledge about this, but the first song I would like to shout out is a legendary song within SOCS. It's the first K-pop song that I heard of, and it's called Regular, the English version by NCT 127. It's one of the best K-pop English versions. Most people think that it's on 50-50, but people think it's better than the Korean version.
It is.
I've heard people
100%.
I like it. I like it better than the Korean version. And that video is really amazing too.
With the cheese, they say queso.
So, and they mix Spanish in there. It's just who can do it like NCT?
And Mark with the tiger.
And Mark with the tiger. And take
what?
Mark with the tiger is just so sexy.
You know what I think of when I think of a tiger, Skylar. I can't.
And I don't.
Then we have another me either.
No, what?
We'll talk about this later.
Video with the tiger.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Okay. And then we have another NCT song. Now I like to prep this by saying I'm only talking about the NCT part. No offense to the other people in the song. I just don't. I'm just focusing on the NCT part. And that's Let's Shut Up and Dance with Jason Derulo. I think Lay. Shut up. In NCT 127. I just like this song primarily because of Mark's part.
That's
in like the
fair.
dance thing. And they're like, oh, the Jamaican girls want to throw it down. Oh, the Asian girls want to show. I don't know the lyrics, but it's like, it's work it out. It's empowering. They're shouting at the world. It is the epitome of NCT, which is the idea that they are like global citizens, So I thought that was actually kind of cool. And another English song, it's not an English version, AT's One Day at a Time. That's like my favorite AT song, and it's one of my favorite K-pop songs. I've said enough about the song. It's a good.
Heard that one.
I don't know that one.
Heard that song?
Nope.
I should listen to it. You really like it.
Okay. I don't know enough ATs. I really don't.
I do.
You would
I've
like
been spending a lot of time with ATs. I will say, ATs is like my favorite K-pop group to just turn on when I'm working out. It makes me feel like I'm in an action movie the whole time, and so I like go really hard.
That's good.
That makes
sense. They do have some good, hard, intense songs.
And on the way, I be lifting my weights like, yo, I am like Black Widow. That's me. Like.
Okay, but last song I want to say, and honestly, I don't know if this is that great, but it's the English version of Lullaby. This is one of my favorite GOT7 songs, and it has an English version. I only heard it once. Don't remember, but I think it was good because it didn't differ much from the Korean. It sounded the same. So, yeah, those are my picks.
Very Skylar list right there.
Yeah, honestly, NCT got ATs. I wanted to shout out Twice, but I don't know enough of their Japanese discography.
Well, we haven't gotten to Japanese songs yet, but we could do that now.
Segue.
Segue.